Okay, this is the third time I've started this stream. Let's hope it doesn't give me that weird error message again. If it does, I don't know what to do. Okay, okay, that is such a weird resolution. Okay, guys, I don't know. Let me go fix this. Oh god, this is turning out. Okay, guys. If this doesn't work, I don't know what I'm gonna do. We're just gonna have to deal with the... Okay, you know what? For some reason that works now. Okay. So, welcome back. Welcome back. Yeah, like I said, we are going to be working on my Scratch game here. We're going to be adding a saving system to it. I don't know why the stream's buffering. If it's buffering, I don't know. I don't know why. It shouldn't be. So yeah. Okay then. I don't actually know what's wrong with it. But yeah, guys, like I said, I don't know what's wrong with it. But let's just continue on, because I don't think I'm going to get this any better. I've already done a bunch of stuff, but I'm using a new encoder. This one seems to be worse than the software one, but anyway, also my friend had to go. My other friend is streaming as well right now. So I'm glad you came to my stream, not his. Well, I mean, you should go to both of our streams. We're both doing really cool streams. And so yeah, let's get on with this. So the first thing we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to make the Y save list. And then now when this is gonna use a username break, whenever you actually do that, it always leaves it as a blank. Yeah. And there, we're gonna have that set to 0. Then right here, when the green flag is clicked, data in replace item at spot. Yeah. 1 plus 1, because apparently we have to do it like that, with 0. So now we have that. Okay, so yeah, now what we want to do is we want to so we got that. Now we want to add a save button sprite, so new sprite. slap some text on it. Move that text around. Try and center it up as best as we can. Okay. Now that that's done, events when green flag looks, go to front. Ooh, okay. I don't quite know where this thingy is. It might be behind the list. It is. So the save button's gonna go up there, and then events when this sprite is clicked. Looks. Hide. Now I have to make the saving and loading like menu UI things. So I'm gonna paint one. And this one is, well, we'll change the name in a second. But we're gonna just change that up. Line width white. We're gonna zoom out so we're at 100%, and then we're just gonna cover this entire thing in white. Then in big letters, we're gonna type saving ... in black. Can I make the font any bigger? I don't think I can. Wait, yes I can. There we go. Saving ... So my friend actually abandoned me for a call with another friend. Anyway though, saving slapped on there. There we go. Good enough for me. I don't need you. I'm a Scratch genius. At least I hope y'all think that. Go to 0, 0. Hide. And then we need to do when I receive save. When I receive save looks show and go to front. It'll do this, so yeah, it's saving. And then click over here, events, when I receive save. Looks, we need you to hide so they actually can't click you, but I mean. And then you, we don't need to hide you. We do need to hide you. Well, actually, no, you're already getting hidden. Oh, look, there's my friend streaming. Yay. Great. Marcus, why? Marcus, just why? Everybody, if you go to Marcus's stream, put Y in his live chat. Just type Y. No punctuation mark, nothing else that follows. Just type Y. And I want to see how many people actually do that. If you want to, you don't have to. You can stay at my stream if you want. I'm completely fine with you staying at my stream. But we now have the... Why are you set to thing? You should be set to 0. Okay. And then... So that... And then what it'll do is it will then just get out of... No. We actually don't need the for loop. We need repeat until list repeat until if the if I save contains your username, because that'll just be a quicker way to do it. If then else, we then need to do an if then else. So if then else, if, then we want to do a for loop going through it. So for I in the length of ySave, control actually what we want to do is we want to do data, and then we want to set I. So we can just temporarily run that to make I a variable, right? Okay. Obviously just can't. I. Okay. And we just want to do control, no. We just set I to the length of ySave, and then for each I in we do need to set I to 0, and then we need to set index and then we also need we also need length, because I did this in a weird dice roller thingy that I had. It was actually pretty fun. So you need to uncheck these. So we need to set length to the length of ySave, and then for I in length, for each I in length, we need to set index to I, then if no, we shouldn't set, yeah, we should set, make a new variable called search, okay, and then we don't need that, and then we should set search to the item at I length in ySave, and then we need to check equals, then if search equals your username, as I know this might seem kind of boring, I'm very sorry if it seems kind of boring, but okay, so yeah, and then so if it has your username in it, and what it will do is then we need to add a they should really add a break out of loop block. Like they really should add that. Then what we gotta do is we want to, because there's only gonna be one of your username, is we want to put gosh, what do we want to do here? What do we want to do here? We need to we need to temporarily store the index number, which is I, and then we need to overwrite the place after that with your value. So we need to set the index, so we need index save. Actually, we should use index there. And then what we do here is, if search contains username, what we do is we set index save to the current index. And then what we do, actually no, we set it to the index plus 1. So, because it'll save your name and then it will save your value. So we gotta set it to index plus 1. Then what we got to do is we got to do a simple replace. We got to replace item at index save of ysave with your current y level. So now it'll actually save. And at the end of all of this, we need it to show again. And events, this thing will broadcast save right there. And then at the end of it, it will broadcast end save. End save. Okay. We'll broadcast end save right at the end of it. So then here under the else, what we have to do is we're just going to add two things. We're going to first add your username to the save list, and then we're going to add your current Y level to the save list. So if you're not in it already, so the first time you save it, it will be super quick. All the other times you save it, it won't be quick. Because it has to, and the more people who play the game, the longer it'll have to search for. So, like, let's say only 5 people played the game. It only has to search through 10 things in the list. If 100 people have played the game, it has to search through 200 of those. And since there's no break out of loop function, I can't just break out of the loop when it finds your name. Although that would be really handy if there was that. So it does now save. So let's see. Now we got to go back over to here under the saving and events when I receive end save. Looks, we need you to hide, and here events when I receive end save, when I receive end save show. Okay, so saving should work. Let's test this out. So we're digging. So I do this. Now, first off, the save button never appeared. Why did you never appear? Because it never shows you when you first join the game. That's why. Okay. Now let's restart it. Okay, so there's the save button now. So what, and actually if you click there, it'll actually click on save button, and then it'll, since I was already in there, it'll add me. And now here though, what it's doing is it's is it's actually going so quick that you just can't even see it, I guess. No, it's actually not even updating it now. No, so it's not even updating it now, because if it contains my username, which it does, it should have okay, that for loop apparently ain't gonna work, so that's a problem. Yeah, why is that doing that? Let's grab out a different for loop. See, this should make a variable called I. It didn't. So, what we gotta do instead is we gotta take this out. We gotta take this out. We gotta take this out. So, we are keeping length. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do control, and then we're going to. So we set the index to nothing. We actually can get rid of this. What we gotta do is we can get rid of this to we have to change index by 1, and it's going to start at 0. So we need to set index to 0 at the beginning of it and change index by 1. So then it should repeat length amount of times, changing this by 1, and then setting search to the item at index of ysave. And then if it finds, so that should have just avoided that, but it, I mean, so that can go back in there. So now it should save me, but it still doesn't. Why doesn't it? It probably has something to do with it not being at the front. So what we're actually going to do is constantly have that there. Oof, that's gonna be a... No, it's not, because that's being hidden. So here we go. Yep, so now as you guys can see, now I can save, and it'll update it to -4, and if I keep breaking that block, now it's -5, I can save it, as you guys can see. So basically, like, you'll notice that what it does is it loops through this list, and then it's saving my name to another variable and stuff. So yeah, basically now I've got that value, but if I stop the game and start the game again, I'm back at 0, and if I press save, it'll just overwrite me back to 0. So now we have to add in a load mechanic. So the load mechanic is going to be defined under this, I think. Yeah, this is where I define my variables and stuff, right? Yeah. Well, I'm actually no longer going to define my variables here, because that's not where we need them to be defined. We need them to be defined somewhere else. So I can then get rid of you. I don't need you. Don't need you. We're going to define our variables under a new loading. Is what we're going to make. So it's basically a duplicate of this, but the text is different. And then this loading will actually run it. We'll actually run these scripts instead. And then here we're going to have to broadcast the event called start, which basically will then replace all of the other when green flag clicks events with the when I receive start. But first, in here, we're going to define our variables here. And then here, once we define our variables, Also, guys, if you want me to add anything to the game, you can put it in the live chat, and I will see about adding it. You've been streaming for 26 minutes already. That is great. So, what we gotta do is basically we're gonna kind of copy the same code, except instead of saving, it's going to load variables instead of saving. So what we can do is we can then drag that into there. We can come back over to our new loading costumes. This, we're gonna go to white. Where are they gonna go to brush? Where are they gonna go to that? Because yeah, why is that weirdly zoomed? I don't know. Anyway though, come back to black, get our text. Loading dot dot dot. Scale it up by a bunch, put it in the middle, and close enough. Enter our scripts. For some reason that won't let it move off the screen anymore. Because all of the sprites have to be partially on the screen. Darn it, I forgot about that. Yeah, all sprites have to be partially on the screen, and it won't let them move completely off the screen, meaning that you can't just hide it. That's as far off of the screen as they're going to move before it then springing back up. So, I mean, it's fine for now, I guess. I'll go through and just change up those later. Make it so they can go completely off the screen. Probably. But for now, next we need to do our loading process. So under here, if your contains username, it's still gonna have to do all this, but instead of replacing item that, it's going to have to data set y level to index save at the end of that. And then here, what we want to do is we actually want to show, and then at the bottom we want to hide. We want to broadcast start here, and here we go. And if you don't have one, like if you just actually aren't in it, what it will do is it will set your Y level to 0. Like that. So that is all of the code required to load that. Okay. So now it should load, but I'm still going to go through and change all the scripts first. So actually that one can stay on that. that one is going to have to get switched to start whenever you start. That one can stay like that. That one, oh gosh, it's really gonna reset itself every time. Okay. This, when I receive start. I don't want that to be stuck onto those. Why? Why? Why is everything just getting stuck to everything else? Like, just why? 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 Ooh, okay, I think I got a storm coming. Anyway, though. I don't think there's anything to change in here, no. This city. Actually, yeah. That should get replaced. Start. But we also should have a one green flag clicked and set that to hide. You should do that for pretty much all, just these two things here, really. And then looks, hide. Okay. Yeah. Okay. How's that gonna clean it up? Okay. Good enough for now. So now what we are going to do is now we are going to have it load my things. Loading. It set it to 4. Why is it set to 4? Also, why am I not able to click this? Probably because when it receives start, it doesn't show. Okay. Stop. Start. For some reason, it loads it as 4. I do not know why. I do not know what is broken with this. That should be being shown. It is not being shown. Why is that not being shown? It's like that should be being shown. No, that one is being shown. But I just can't even click it. And because that's not broadcasting clip. Why is that saved? That should be start. So yeah, well that's what the problem was there. So stop. Now we gotta figure out why it is loading me to 4 every time. If I save it as 3, and then I reload it, it'll load it to 4. That's why it's loading it to 4. No? Index save. So what we need to do is we need to set it to the item at index save of YSave. That's what we need to do there. That's what I was loading for, because that's what my index was. So now if I load it, it should load 3. Which, by the way, if that number is a positive number, I don't even know how you got there. You shouldn't be there. But if you are there, it'll just do like the normal stuff that you find in layers 1 through 100, 0 through negative 100. And then layers negative 100 to negative 199 have different blocks in it. I think you can find dark stone there. That's it. So, I'm going to make a new block. I know that these blocks look horrible, and I don't know, I can't really fix that. Or, well, I don't know how I'm going to fix that, so yeah. This is gray stone. No, this is going to be turned into, ooh. Yo, stream chat, what block should I make? Still waiting for the stream to catch up. Okay, the stream probably just caught up. So, yeah. What block should I make? Okay. I guess I will make... I will make clay. Clay. It will be... definitely a nice brown color. Because, yeah. That's... No. Clay would be more like red clay. Like that. Like a reddish, brickish color. More like that. Man, is that a red brown? I don't know. There, that. No, too red. That. And good enough. Fill. There we go. Clay. Now, clay is number 6. So here, you between 1 through 6. So now if I set my variable of y level to negative 99. So if I do that, now that's negative 99. So this one I'm going to break it, and then it's going to set it to 100. And I now have clay. Oh, right. See, this, so that it actually has it, but I guess it's default. So like there's a problem with the clay. And I'll show you exactly why there's a problem with clay, because DMG R list. This is where you define the damage values of everything, and clay is 6. That means it should take up 11 and 12. So what we do is here we can type clay. That actually doesn't matter. And then here we type damage value of clay that we want. The dark stone is 30. I'm gonna have clay be 35. I type in 35, so then I can then hide this list, because I don't need it anymore. I actually don't need the YSave list anymore either. And then if I keep digging till I find some clay, so like clay, see now it's out of 35 instead of out of blank. So that's that. Yep. So you can just keep on mining here. I'm gonna go ahead and save at 105. So then if I were to, you know, reload, I would be back at 105, and it would actually load something from that region. So, yeah. So that's the game so far. I'm gonna add something else that allows you to do more damage at once. And so, like, how I could do that, like, if I head back over here, because that's where I'm, it's like, keeping all my nice setting variable thingies. If I were to add a new one where I could just set, it's a DMG per click to, 5. Now I do 5 damage every click, as you can see here. So you can kind of get through these pretty fast. And like I said, if you're holding it down, it knows that you're holding it down because of the amazing anti-cheat system I have. But like, you can click as fast as you want. And you shouldn't be able to trigger it unless you're holding it. If you can trigger it with you clicking it, I will be very surprised. But yeah. I'm gonna save 119 because why not? And then yeah. So that is digging. Then I'm gonna check, so every like 5th level it's actually going to set obsidian as the layer. But that's gonna be super hard because of the way I have to do everything. But I can do it. So every 5 layers you'll get obsidian, no matter what. You'll get obsidian. So that's not too hard. First, I've got to do a bunch of stuff in the list, though. So first, what we're going to do is we're going to create 2 more of these. So, we're going to make this one called clay. And we're... Yeah, I know, right? Clay. And we're going to give it 35 here. Now, this one, we're going to set it to 30. And we are going to call it dark... Or no, we're going to call Greystone. Greystone. And then here, we are then going to set this to 15. And we're going to call that... Sandstone. And then here we're going to set this to 20. And we are going to call this stone. And then no. 30. Here we're then going to set this. Oh gosh, stop it. We're then going to stone, sandstone, 20 stone. Sandstone should be... Okay, so yeah, so this should be set to stone then. Stone. This should be set to sand. Which that is 10, and then this is sand. And let's go ahead and actually stop that. And then up here, we're going to set that to 100. I really hope I spelled obsidian right. I'm gonna go figure that out. Okay, I did. So now, it'll actually read the wrong values right now until we actually come into here and create a new one. And then this we're going to duplicate, and then we're going to drag it up here. And it's going to be set to this dark purple here. Like, that's pretty good color. Then we're going to fill that in there. And then we're going to call this obsidian. Oopsies. Caps lock's on. Obsidian. Great. So now obsidian's actually coded in, but obsidian will never spawn. Well, actually, it will spawn because these things are now broken. So this. Pick a random number between 2 and 4. No. 3 and 5. Pick a random number between 5 and 6. No. 6 and 7. Pick a random number between 1 and 1. Wow. That could just be 1, because that means error. Now, first, we want to check something. So we actually want to do an if then else with all of this stuff inside of the else, and then all of this stuff outside of it, because yeah, that's how we need it to be. Now, under the if, we're actually going to check. This is the first time I've actually ever used this brick that I'm about to use, and it's mod. It gives you the remainder or something, so it's actually easy for checking like every 5 things, because you just check if the remainder of oh no, that wouldn't, right? Is that what it does? Help. Yeah, reports the remainder from division first by the number. Okay, yeah, so actually, yeah, it will work, because what we do is we take our first number, which is our y level. Actually, we have to take that absolute value it, because it's going to be negative. Or no, well, we still just want to absolute value it anyway. So we want an absolute value of y level. Well, okay, no, not like that. So we want to take the absolute value of y level, and then we want to take it divided by 5. So if that is equal to 0, then what we're going to do is we're just going to duplicate these two, and instead of picking a random number, we're going to set it to 2, which is obsidian. And then, yeah. So now we should be good. Also, guys, if you don't save before you leave, you actually don't update the list. So, yeah. Make sure you save before you leave. So now we can go in here. We can play the game. So I was at 130. Okay, so I'm at 119 because I forgot to save. Darn it. Okay, I'm just going to... No, it says don't hold down... Okay. 120. It is a multiple of 5. So now I get obsidian, which takes 100 hits to destroy because it was a multiple of 5. Which is good. So you get obsidian every 5 layers. Okay, hold on a sec. Okay, sorry guys. So yeah, every 5 you will get obsidian no matter what. That also means even if you're in the error section, which is negative 200 and below, because there's nothing coded for that yet, even if you're in the error section, it will still give you obsidian in that section, because the obsidian is coded for everywhere. So yeah. So, oh gosh, it's negative 125. Got some obsidian. So, gosh, so yeah. If you guys are experiencing buffering, I don't know. Let's go ahead and see if I can get my friend here in the call. Hey, I mind it. Great. I'm not gonna stop holding down the mouse button. I'm mining some clay. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and make it so, these can actually go all the way down, like those costumes. So what I'm going to do is, under each one of these, I'm going to bring you down that. I'm going to zoom in all the way. I'm just going to go all the way up to the top corner of each one. I'm going to get my brush, set it down to that. Set it down to just 100% white. And then I'm just going to put a dot right in the corner. Actually, no, that wouldn't work. Make it 100% black, and I'll put a dot right in the corner of each one of these. Just a very small dot, almost unnoticeable, but it'll let it go further off the screen at the bottom. So you guys watching this stream, you're the only people who know that I'm actually putting these dots in to let it go off the screen. Okay, so now we're all the way through all of them. Let's take that back up. Okay. Settings. Okay, so now if I go back in and I start running, oh gosh, next one's Obsidian, but it should be able to go 100% off the screen. No, it's actually not, because it needs to switch the costume first. Now it'll be able to go 100% off screen. I mean, yeah, if you look right there really closely, yeah, there's this tiny black dot, but who's gonna notice that? Nobody. Unless you're really looking for it, you're not going to notice that. And as you can see, like, that should perfectly end with that 100% off the screen. See, yeah, and then that moves back up. So guys, yep, that. Is there any blocks that you guys want to see me add? Otherwise, I'm probably going to end the stream here, because we've been going on for 53 minutes now. So is there anything that you guys want to see me add before we go? Just anything at all? If not, I'm going to go ahead and end off the video. So I'll give you guys a chance to respond. Okay. So you guys should be hearing that now. So, yes. So I'm going to start doing my outro. If you guys do type something, I am going to do it. But, yes, I'm going to start doing my outro. So, thank you all for watching. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you never miss another video / live stream by me. I really hope the video quality was much better than the streams I've done in the past, where they're like constantly buffering. I mean, this one's still got yellow stream quality, but it's better. So I really hope the stream quality was better. Yeah. So yeah, leave a like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and never miss another video by me. And please share my channel with all of your friends. It really helps me out a lot, because I wanna make videos for you guys, and I just want to get more people to see my videos. So if you guys could please share this video or live stream or any of them with all of your friends, that would really be helpful a lot. I would really appreciate it. And if you do share this video with somebody, or if you do share a video or live stream with somebody, in the comments of that video, just say I shared the video, and I will heart your comment. And yeah, also, so yeah, and remember guys, On Marcus's stream, just say why in the live chat. All lowercase, no punctuation marks. Just say why. Let's see how many whys we can get in his live chat. So, thank you all for watching. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you never miss another video by me. And make sure to share this video with everyone that you know. Actually, I guess I should say live stream. Make sure to share this live stream with everyone that you know. And make sure to be happy, I guess. And yeah, goodbye. So I'm just going to let the stream catch up a bit here. So if you're wondering why there's just a silent part at the end, I'm just letting the stream catch up.